Welcome to What's the Game Plan? We're back, episode 2, and you know what? We made a promise to you guys, so we're going to break down the entire game of the Broncos and Bears game. But before we do that, before we go over every single play, Jake, how does it feel to be a Broncos fan right now, and how are you feeling during the first half, and compare that to the second half of that game?
You know, Liam, the first thing I want to say is it feels so nice to win. After losing 70-20, it feels so nice to win. But my big problem is that we're not even tanking right. If we're going to be bad, then we need to be bad. We can't have a 21-point comeback on the Chicago Bears, the other worst team in the league that's not named the Panthers. We can't do it. We look terrible first half. Second half, we look like a real football team. But I don't think we can keep that up for 14 more weeks.
No. Have to agree. And, you know, when you're tanking, you gotta stick through it. If you're going to tank, you got to tank. Look at the Chicago Bears. Their first pick, they're going to get the first overall pick. Thank you to the Panthers. And the second overall pick, more than likely. I don't know. They looked pretty good last night. They looked pretty good. But
DJ Moore. I benched him.
You benched him. Great guy to get fantasy advice from. But let's not do our fantasy advice first. Let's pick our game of the week. Let's do that first, guys. So during this, we're going to pick our game of the week, and after this, we're going to take our guarantee win of the week, and that'll be worth 1 whole point. We're going to have a point system, and we're going to keep it throughout the year. And at the end, we might have a punishment for the loser. We'll see. But after guarantee win
Is
of
it
the
my
week,
turn to speak yet?
not yet, but I
okay.
will let you.
You're not a Broncos fan.
You didn't even introduce me in the intro. I'm here, guys, back for episode 2.
Let's get back on one, Stuart. Let's do this thing.
Alrighty.
Then after that, we'll have our upset of the week, just potential upsets. And if you win that one, you get 2 whole points. That's what you want right there, guys. We want those 2 points.
Are we going for lowest or high score?
We're not playing golf.
Oh, okay.
We're not playing golf. Yeah,
Playing football.
this is football. So first off, I'm gonna do my game of the week because, God,
My
do
fault.
you even belong on this show?
Apparently not. He didn't even talk in the intro.
As the host, I'm going to start. My game of the week is America's game of the week, the San Francisco 49ers against the Dallas Cowboys. I think it's going to be a great game. 2 great offenses, 2 great defenses. Somebody's got to come away with a win. Who's it going to be?
Please tell us. I'm on the edge of my seat.
You know what? You can go last. Jake, you want to go with your game of the week?
Yeah. I went more along the lines of a fun game than a serious game. I've got Falcons Texans as game of the week, and the only reason I have that as my game of the week is because I think it's going to be so much fun watching C.J. Stroud, Bijan Robinson, Nico Collins, Damian Pierce, Drake London. It's going to be a fun game to watch, and I can't wait to see it. What you got, Bryson?
Oh, thanks for the introduction, Jake.
You're so welcome.
I don't think I could have said it better myself. I actually picked Texans versus the Falcons as well. I think C.J. Stroud's been balling. The Falcons' offense is somewhat fun to watch, depending on how
Desmond Ritter.
That's depending on how Desmond Ritter does. But go Texans.
Yeah, go Texans.
Go Texans. Okay. Well, like I said, next we have our guaranteed win of the week. 1 whole point is up for grabs here, guys. Are you going to get it?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think I'm definitely going to get mine. But, Jake, you go first for this one. Who do you have as your guaranteed win?
My guaranteed win of the week, I've got the Baltimore Ravens over the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think it's going to be a hard battle, but I also just think the Steelers are beat. Their offensive line sucks. Kenny Pickett got hurt last week. He might play, he might not play, but he's definitely banged up. And I just think that the Ravens are going to destroy that O-line.
Do you think Najee's going to get fast this week?
I think Najee's going to average 2 yards a carry.
Like typical Najee?
Yeah, he's not any better. They just need to play Jalen Warren, honestly.
This is going to be an interesting game. I don't think they're going to win without Kenny Pickett, though.
No.
I don't think you can win without
No.
Kenny Pickett. No. Trubisky, though.
He might be better than Kenny Pickett.
He might be. We'll
Bears
have
legend.
to see.
Bears legend.
We'll have to see.
Bills backup quarterback legend.
Yeah.
My guaranteed pick.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna just disregard everything you say. My guaranteed pick. Said I was glazing the Dolphins.
You picked the Giants to beat the Dolphins?
No, this is a
Oh.
guaranteed win.
Oh.
I'm gonna take the Dolphins over the Giants. I think it's too easy to call Dolphins all day. They're gonna have a big bounce back win after the unfortunate loss to the Buffalo Bills last week.
Bills money line.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I tried to. Anyways, is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
For my guaranteed win of the week, I have the Lions versus the Panthers, and honestly, I'm gonna have to just go with the Lions. Although I did just get a notification that Amon-Ra St. Brown is doubtful. Thought about changing the pick, but the Panthers are that bad. Did you guys see where the head coach last week in the post-game presser said he drew up a play for Adam Thielen, and when he called it, Adam Thielen wasn't even on the field?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing in
What
Charlotte?
are we doing? What are we doing?
But yeah, I'm gonna take Jared
You know
Goff.
what I'm not doing watching the game.
Hopefully the Lions can beat the trashy Panthers.
I would
They're
hope so.
tanking
I
for the
wouldn't even
Bears.
say hopefully. This is a guaranteed win.
The Panthers really traded Caleb Williams and DJ Moore for Bryce Young.
Yeah.
How does that make Panthers fans feel, Liam?
Let's do our upset win of the week. This is 2 whole points, guys. Again, 2 whole points. Huge.
You can get 3 points total if you get all of them right.
If you get them all right, 3 whole points, good gravy. You know what, Bryson? I'm going to
Am I
let you
gonna
go
go
first.
first this time?
I'm going to let you.
Now I get all my lines according to the ESPN app. So underdogs, my matchup was technically the underdog, even though I don't know how that's possible. But I have the Saints versus the Patriots, and the Saints are the underdog technically. So I'll be taking the
Wow.
Saints over Mac Jones.
Wow, we have a technicality. Okay.
It was like by a point or two, so they're underdogs.
Is Derek Carr
Yeah.
playing?
Yeah, he played last week. He didn't look good. He just dumped it off to Kamara. Kamara had like 13 catches first week back. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Saints over the
Okay.
Patriots.
As long as they're underdogs. Well, it's an upset. It can be an upset, I guess. I'll allow it. As the host, I'll allow it.
If you
Wow.
beat Bill Belichick, it's an upset most of the
Okay.
time.
Even if they play well the rest of the season.
Maybe the Patriots should keep Bailey Zappi in. It was Mac Jones is
I
so
would have
bad
to
they
agree.
put him in.
I would have to agree. But, Jake, go ahead. What's your upset win of the week?
This one's gonna make some people really mad. Shout out Andrew on Cam 3. Big Eagles fan. I'm sorry to say it, but I got Rams taking down the Eagles this week. I think that the Eagles have looked better since week 1. I think that they're gonna get better as the weeks go, but I think this one's just gonna be one they drop. Playing in LA, they're not gonna win.
And Cooper Kupp's coming back. I
Yep.
don't know.
Puka Nakua,
I
best rookie receiver in the league.
I like that pick. Sadly, I'm sorry,
Bet
Andrew, but that is
Bet
a
it.
pretty good pick. It could happen 100%.
you
My pick is the Cardinals over the Bengals.
Josh Dobbs.
Joshua Dobbs gonna get 30 whole fantasy points. Mark it down. Go ahead and add him on your roster this week, and then cut him next week.
All right, I'll trust you.
Are you
It'll just
playing
be
him
a
this
one-
week?
Yeah, are you playing him this week?
I don't.
So
have
you're
the
telling
roster
people
spots.
advice and when you won't even do it?
Yeah,
Oh.
because I have Russell Wilson.
I'll take Josh Dobbs over Russell Wilson.
Anyways, that's my upset. I think they're 3-point underdogs. I think so. I mean, I think that's pretty fair matchup. I think Cardinals have a pretty good shot. Offenses look pretty good. Defense has kind of stepped it up this past couple of weeks. So we'll see. And of course, the Bengals can't score more than 3 points. So
But
L for
Jamar
Jamar,
Chase
people.
is always open, in case you're wondering.
he is always
As he said. He's
freaking
always
open.
something open. I forgot the other word he
is
said.
always-
If they can get the ball to him.
But he's always open.
he is always open. The next segment that we have here today,
Oh, snap.
this is going to be a fun
New,
one,
new.
guys.
The new.
Whoa.
We're calling this the Fantasy 4. Great sound effects. We don't even have to edit. We don't have to edit. Great sound
Pew,
effects. Thank
pew,
you so
pew, pew,
much. That
pew.
saves Bryson like 20 minutes. Good job editing, by the way, last
20
time.
minutes is
He did good.
crazy.
Well, you did good. But Fantasy 4, each week we're going to draft quarterback, running back, receiver, and flex. And we're going to go 1v1v1 if Bryson is even any
what does
competition.
the winner get?
The winner will get some points.
How many?
I'm not sure. We haven't talked about
Maybe
that yet.
4 because it's fantasy 4. Or is that just
Sound effect.
dumb?
We'll do that. We'll do 4 points. That
So I
sounds
could
pretty
just
good.
get the picks wrong and dominate in fantasy, and I'm good.
Maybe.
There's
Potentially.
still a punishment on the other one too, though.
There's punishments.
Yeah.
It's like he's not
I'm
even
not
here.
even a part of the
It's
show.
like
I
he's
mean,
not even here.
did I miss
didn't
the
come-
meet-
yeah,
did I
yeah,
miss
you
the
missed the
meeting or
meeting.
something? I didn't get the memo. I mean,
We're gonna go.
oh my god,
We're gonna do our fantasy 4. The only rule is every week you can't pick a repeat, so you can't pick a player in back-to-back weeks. So that's the only rule that we have. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. We did a random number generator.
And I get to go first,
You get to go last.
of course.
Wah, wah. That's
Before
my
we
sound
start-
effect for the day.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Don't you think it's fishy how I did the random number generator and I ended up with the first pick?
It is a little fishy,
I might have cheated.
but we're gonna beat you anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, just wait till you see who I picked. It's
But-
terrible.
Can't wait.
Go
You ready
ahead.
to start?
Jake.
You ready to start?
Yeah, go
All right.
ahead. Who's your first pick?
So my
Hey,
first
quarterback.
pick-
We're gonna go quarterback, running back, receiver,
Receiver,
and
flex.
then flex.
All right.
What
so
was that?
my
Quarterback.
running back,
Receive-
wide receiver.
Just
flex.
sit back
Okay,
and relax.
okay.
You got the
You'll
third
see
pick.
it.
Yep.
All right. My first pick is Anthony Richardson. I think that he has been better than I expected him to be this year. And he runs the ball, he passes the ball. Any quarterback that runs the ball puts up stats in fantasy.
Yeah, those quarterback
Fields?
rushing. Man.
Ooh, he sucks, but man, he can run.
Yeah, and he puts up fantasy points, and he sure did on Thursday. All right, good pick. I think it's a good pick, quality pick. Anthony
Pretty
Richardson's
risky.
been great. Little bit, not as risky as mine though. Jordan Love the guy. Your potential dark horse MVP pick.
I even got him winning the division.
Even got him winning the division. He's playing pretty darn good, and he's put up consistent fantasy points, and that's all I need out of my quarterback. I need consistency. So I've got Jordan Love as my quarterback, my fantasy quarterback this week. Who you got, Bryson?
I think I'm confused on the rules.
Oh, my God. Just pick your quarterback.
But are we going for low score? Because you guys picked 2 garbage quarterbacks.
We're just
I got
not.
a good
We're just
one,
not
so I'm
basic.
confused.
We're just not basic.
I'll take Patrick Mahomes, I guess. I don't.
Basic.
I
He
mean-
sucked last week.
I think they're going against the Vikings, I think, if I remember correctly. So, like, the Vikings kind of suck. Patrick Mahomes is going to be great. Guess I'll take them. And then we're moving on to running back.
Yeah, go ahead. We're going to do a snake draft. So
I'm
go
going to
ahead.
go Joe Mixon against your Cardinals. Shout out Joe Mixon.
Do not shout out Joe
He's
Mixon.
due for a big game this week. So, Joe Mixon, baby.
Well, you know what? He's the only player on that offense that hasn't absolutely not sucked, but not gotten the
He
ball.
sucked pretty bad,
He's at least gotten touches.
but hasn't done much with them.
Well, you picked him. So, congratulations, Joe Mixon. Great. I have Josh Jacobs. He's just been absolutely fantastic the past, 2 weeks maybe? Last week was just incredible. I think he put up close to 30 points. And I think he'll do it again.
I think it was 27.
27?
Just helping you out.
I'll take that. He'll probably get, I'm going to say 24. 24 this
If he
week.
gets 24 on the dot, you get an extra 10 points for our game.
Let's do it. I'll take it. Are we agreed with that?
Yeah. Sorry, COVID.
All right.
Jake, you're running back.
My running back, I'm going with another rookie. I'm going to take Devon A-Chain here. You know, I might be one of the only people in the entire world that picked him in the fantasy draft. And it sucked the first 2 weeks, but it's been insane ever since. I did bench him the 50-point week, which sucked. I did lose to Liam, but he's been so good the past 2 weeks. Raheem is a little banged up. He's getting older. And with how explosive the Dolphins' offense is, they need a back like a chain, and he's just going to put up a bunch of points.
Okay, we'll see it. 3 weeks in a row. Is it 3 weeks in a row?
3 weeks in a row.
We'll see. We'll see. That could be a boomer bust right there. Okay, I like it.
Do you
And
think he
then-
boom or bust this is?
He booms. He booms. He's
We'll
putting up
find
like
out.
20 points. At least 20 points.
So Jake, go ahead. You have your receiver pick.
So
lined up here.
my first two picks were a little not normal, kind of like off the edge. And for my third pick, I want to go with a stable player that I know will put up points. I'm going with Stephon Diggs as my receiver. You got Josh Allen throwing the ball. It's going to be a pick once. It might be a catch here. It might be a touchdown there. You know, Stephon Diggs is going to put up yards. He's going to put up touchdowns. He's got a good quarterback. That's it. Just Stephon Diggs. You can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong.
Cannot go wrong.
Especially if
course
you're
you
Bryson.
Yeah, even though
They are a little jet lagged though. They said in their pressers today.
he'll be fine. I'm sure
Alrighty.
he'll still put up points. For receiver for me, since I got the game of the week, you know who I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be watching C.D. Lamb. C.D. Lamb is as consistent as there is. Hasn't been as explosive this year, but I think this is going to be a back and forth game, and you know you got to throw the ball to C.D. Lamb if you want to score some points. So
You also got a CD's nuts.
C.D.'s nuts.
CD's nuts.
Bryson, who you got?
Surprised he's still here because you are a big Dolphins guy. But I'm gonna go ahead and take Tyreek Hill. He kind of had a bad game against who?
He didn't have a bad game.
He had a bad game.
He didn't have a bad game.
The Bills dominated. Moral of the story. But I would take Tyreek Hill. He's gonna bounce back. Liam's a big Dolphins guy. So
I enjoy watching the Dolphins because they play quality football.
then my flex, I'm going Brees Hall. Brees Hall reports came out he's finally no longer on a snap count, and he's playing the Broncos, who kind of stinks. So I'm gonna think Brees Hall is gonna have a big week this week.
Okay. And one thing I want to say about Tyreek Hill, the reason I didn't pick him this week is I think Jalen Waddle's going to have a really big week.
Why is that?
Because I got his bet on Prize Picks, and I'm just hoping.
He's 21 people. No worries.
I am 21.
We are all 21
We're
plus.
21. So
21 plus.
okay, my pick is Bijan Robinson because I don't know why you guys didn't pick him. He's been outstanding.
Will Anderson is going to kill him.
Okay, we'll see. I think he's gonna break his ankles, but like he does everyone's ankles. Jake, who you got at flex?
Before I pick mine, can we please talk about the Toy Story NFL stream and Bijan
Dude,
breaking ankles
oh
in
my
Andy's room?
goodness.
That went crazy.
I think every game should be Toy Story. 10 out of 10 experience.
that was so
I
fun.
mean,
Like, it looked like video game. I would play that. I would play it. And they got the flames behind them when they're running. I swear that go crazy. Okay, sorry, sidetrack. Okay, my flex.
yeah.
I got called stupid for picking this player in fantasy because they'd have Jahmyr Gibbs. But I'm going David Montgomery in the flex. He went off last week. He's playing the doo-doo Panthers this week, whose offense can't stay on the field, so that defense is going to get tired. David Montgomery may only run for 3 yards every carry, but he gets them touchdowns and he gets those touches.
Yeah.
So David Montgomery.
Yeah, pretty weak team by Jake, but they're pretty explosive, and they might actually
Boomer
win.
bust.
Boomer bust.
I'm full send or I don't send at all.
Hey, I stand with that. How you feeling about your team, Bryson? It's kind of garbage.
It's kind of basic.
Yeah.
You didn't want to have fun.
No comment. All right.
We're bullying him too hard.
All right. Well, we'll back off from Bryson here if you want to cry in the corner. Last thing that we want to get to in this episode, let's do our sleeper picks of the week for fantasy football. Guys that may not be projected a whole lot of points, but are going to come up big.
Can I go last?
You can go last.
'Cause I
That'd
got
be
a
fine.
really
Bryson,
weird
I
one.
want you
I'll
to go
lead us off
first
here
because I don't want you to start
So,
crying.
I took sleeper picks as like players who aren't rated very high, like right now, like points per game wise. So this goes back to my flex option. I have Brees Hall, and he's the 32nd running back currently in fantasy football.
But he's projected 13 points.
Yeah, but he's only the 32nd running back in fantasy football. So I picked
Okay.
him as my sleeper. I think he could be top 5 running backs this week.
This week. Okay.
He's not going to jump for the year because he'd have to put up like 100 points. But for this week, top 5 running back.
Yeah. He's going against a pretty
Plus,
awful
Zach
run
Wilson's
defense.
a dog now.
I wouldn't go that far.
He outplayed Patrick Mahomes.
Dude, Zach Wilson is gonna look so good against the Broncos.
Yeah,
I'm
he
scared.
is.
I'm scared. I'm scared right now.
Are you? No,
I'm shivering in my timbers right now thinking about Zach
There you go.
Wilson.
Zachy Dub. My sleeper pick, I actually just traded for this guy from from Jake.
Because Kenny Pickett got hurt.
Yeah, that was a great trade, by the way.
It was a good
Pleasure
trade.
doing business with you.
Sorry, my hands are clammy.
What was
Yeah.
the trade? I didn't see it.
That was
Dobbs for Stroud.
C.J. Stroud to Romeo Dobbs, and I have Romeo Dobbs, and I think I might just start him in my flex this week because I mean he's just been so great with Jordan Love.
They're getting a good connection.
They have the best connection on the team, which is really surprising to me. But he is a really quality receiver that gets a lot of separation.
He's
so
fast.
he is fast, and he has great hands too. So, well, I look to him.
Have
to,
you ever
to-
felt his hands? How do you know they're great?
I am gonna make you cry in the corner in a second.
Okay.
Jake, who do you have as your sleeper pick to end the show?
So my sleeper pick, as you know, if you watched the last episode, I like to pick really weird things as my answers. You know, I like to be a little off script. I'm taking Josh Downs as my sleeper player this week. He hasn't looked great this season. He's got a little better each week, and I think that he's gonna have a good week this week. I think that he's gonna do better than he only had like 2 receptions last week, which is his worst week so far. And he's gonna look better as he meshes with Anthony Richardson, and I think this is the week that he meshes.
Well, you know he's a playmaker.
Yeah.
He's a playmaker in a really athletic offense.
Underrated.
Yeah,
Colts look good.
yeah, especially getting JT back. We'll see. Also
Yeah.
picked up Zach Moss. By
Hopefully
the way.
they get him for my fantasy team. I need JT back.
I need Zach Moss, so hopefully he doesn't play. We'll see. But that's our show.
Wait.
Oh.
You forgot Bryson's
We forgot
big board.
the best segment.
The big
This
board.
is probably the only reason half the people
Let me
watch
make you
this.
let me make you a sound effect when you say your big board.
All right. No, you just introduce it. You can give it an introduction.
It is now time for Bryson's big board.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's get.
We're gonna have
Yep,
to
there's
edit
3.
that.
All right, here we go. BBB, triple B's, Lonzo Ball, LeVar Ball. Y'all know about that?
Puke.
All right, so let's get in on the board nice and tight here. This last week, Bills money line would have won you money. This week we have Rams money line. Cooper Kupp coming back. The Eagles, they've been kind of struggling a little bit. They've been winning, but
On
making
Andrew's camera,
making it a little
nonetheless.
closer. We're gonna go Rams money line. Bryson's big board. You got to be 21 or older. It's not gambling, sports betting advice. It's not advice. Just throwing that out there though.
I like that you got the Rams money line, and I got Rams upsetting Eagles this week.
And then Liam's got nothing.
Just all the points.
Yeah.
That's been our show, guys. Thank you for coming out and watching us.
Did I
getting
drop my
this-
marker over there? Oh, I found it in the couch.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Go ahead and put your games of the week, whatever you want to do, picks of the week, sleeper picks. Put them in the comments.
Post
Love
them in
to
the
see it.
comments.
And we will ridicule you on the next episode.
I love you all. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.